Welcome, my friends, to Wake Up with Ellie. This series is to help you remember that you are God's boots on the ground every day. Whether you call God the universe, spirit, love, source, whatever you call that source, you are the boots on the ground. You are that channel for love. You are that voice for love. And this will help you to come from that place. This is excerpted from a free ritual that I do inside my Facebook group. And if you want to be a part of that, you'll find the link below. I hope you enjoy this, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. The word of the day from dailyword.com is forgive. Feeling God's love in my heart helps me forgive. For those of you who don't use the word God, substitute whatever works for you. Love, universe, source, divine. Feeling God's love in my heart helps me forgive. Forgiveness can be a powerful spiritual practice, an ongoing reminder to view the world and other people through a spiritual lens. When I forgive, I am choosing a higher perspective. It means I am willing to view someone who hurt me as a divine being, deserving of forgiveness. This is my guiding light, especially if I find it hard to forgive. I remember times I struggled to forgive myself for pain I caused. Even if the process was slow, my heart eventually healed because I could forgive myself. God is the source of all the benevolence and unconditional love I feel. With a soft and open heart, I offer forgiveness to others. I know they are beloved of God and deserving of forgiveness, just as I am. Feeling God's love in my heart helps me forgive. Forgiveness is the single greatest point of leverage that we have for our personal emotional freedom. Forgiveness there's two different levels of forgiveness. One is the forgiveness of this world, where that's what this is talking about. Like, you did that thing to me and I forgive you for it. I plug into the ability to see you as somebody that I'm willing to forgive. I'm not saying that very well because I'm realizing that there's actually 3 levels of forgiveness. There's a Course in Miracles level of forgiveness, which is a very different, and if you're not studying a Course in Miracles, it's in context, it's easier to hear about this kind of forgiveness, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. And it's forgiveness level 2, which is this world that we're living in is actually an illusion. We're having a bodily experience, but we are actually spirit having a bodily experience. Like, we're actually asleep effectively. This is an illusion. Even Einstein said that this was an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. So how we navigate this illusion is really the question. And forgiveness level 2 in A Course in Miracles is, I look at you, let's say somebody did something to me. I look at them and I see them through the lens of the divine, that we all are an aspect of God, and that sometimes we forget. Sometimes we forget in the moving through this illusion, we get caught up in believing that we are this body. And sometimes from that place, we create an error. And what's up to me is if somebody has created an error in how they have reacted to me or interacted with me, I can meet them at that level of, yeah, that really did happen, which kind of pins both of us down to that energy of the illusion of separation. But I can also choose this spiritual muscle of seeing them through the eyes of love and understanding they just got lost for a second. It's like a child who stumbles and falls when they're learning to walk. You're not going to stand there and be like, you'll never walk, you're a terrible, awful human. You're going to be like, oh, you stumbled and fell. Okay. I still see you as a human that can walk. So in this case, it's like if somebody did something to me, what's truly going to free me from that energy is for me to just see, oh, that person stumbled and fell in that moment. Do I want to hold on to the energy of that moment and the mistake and the separation? Or do I want to reorient my thinking toward the light and toward the God in them and the God in me? Because how I see them is how I will see myself. And if I see them as separate and guilty, then I will see myself as separate from others and capable of guilt. And if I see them as an aspect of God, a wave in the ocean of God, and forgive them, then I get to experience myself as a wave in the ocean of God with pure forgiveness. So it's like there's this level 1, which is the forgiveness of the world. You did that thing to me, and I'm willing to forgive you for it. There's level 2, which is A Course in Miracles. You appeared to do that thing and it didn't really happen. And so I'm not going to go to that place. I might draw boundaries in my physical experience, but energetically, I'm still going to hold you in a place of love. I'm going to look through the eyes of the Spirit at you. And then the third one that just came to me is kind of a bit of a blend. And that's where I think this daily word is, because it's saying that it's a powerful spiritual practice, an ongoing reminder to view the world and other people through a spiritual lens. So this one isn't going so far as to say that this world is an illusion, but this one is saying that you can look through what somebody did with the eyes of a spiritual lens. And when I forgive, I'm choosing a higher perspective. It means I'm willing to view someone who hurt me as a divine being deserving of forgiveness. This is my guiding light, especially if I find it hard to forgive. I remember times I struggled to forgive myself for pain I caused. Even if the process was slow, my heart eventually healed because I could forgive myself. God is the source of all the benevolence and unconditional love I feel. So it's me plugging into God. With a soft and open heart, I offer forgiveness to others, and I know they are beloved of God and deserving of forgiveness just as I am. It's okay to forgive for completely selfish reasons, because you don't want to hold that energy anymore. You don't want to hold that energy of that moment in space and time when something horrible happened. It's gone. It's done. You get to decide whether that person's in your life or not, but are you going to hold on to the resentment? Are you going to harbor the upset? Or are you going to, which just weighs you down and keeps you turned away from plugging into the divine and all that's available for you to feel? Like, what's available for you to feel is pure love, pure joy that lifts everybody, that heals everybody. That's what's available. An infinite treasure house of pure love and pure joy when we are turned in the direction of God and light and love. And how easily we give that up and weigh ourselves down and turn away from God when we refuse to forgive. When we hold on to that moment in time when that person did that thing and how could they possibly do that thing. So we're human and we're going to have those moments. But we want to recognize as spirit that we don't want to stay there. We have grace for ourselves for those human moments and how we felt about something. But we recognize, we go to that higher observer point where we recognize like, oh, heck, I don't want to live at that level, at that energetic level. I don't want to hang on to that murky, muck and that murky energy. No, I want to cleanse and clarify my energy field so I just get to go be sprinkling fairy dust all over the place. I'm not going to give up my power to somebody who lost theirs for a moment. That's the ideal. That's what's available to us. I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm saying it's worth the effort.